Hello, so Angelica Ross, who is a person who identifies as a transgender black woman, recently went onto Twitter to say that Black Girls Rock should include transgendered people who identify as black women. And so that's created a lot of conversation online this morning. And listen, I think that we're moving past the point of inclusion for transgendered people, and we're in this space where their inclusion is going to mean that as black women, we're going to be excluded and erased out of spaces that were originally designed to represent us, okay? Let me tell y'all something. It's getting to the point where I feel that trans lives are more valued than the lives of naturally born black women, and I'm going to tell you why. This year, I think 17 or 18 transgendered people who identify as black women have been murdered. And obviously, those victims deserve justice. Those families deserve justice, okay? On the flip side, I want to point something out. In 2016, 1,809 women across racial lines were killed by men in situations involving single offender, single victim violence. Out of that 1,809, 517 of those women were black women. That's just 1 year. That's just 2016. In 1 year, 517 black women were killed. 517, and I didn't hear a word from anyone who identifies as transgendered. I didn't hear a word from the LGBT community at all. But yet, it's almost like people try to bully us into being their allies. And it's like, okay, you want an ally, but you don't want to be an ally. Because if we were allies and we were working together, then you would say, okay, if you lend me your support and advocacy, naturally born black women, for these situations where trans people are being murdered, then we will lend you our support and advocacy in these situations where naturally born black women are being killed and otherwise abused and assaulted at alarmingly high rates. But we don't get that. Instead, we get into these situations where people really act like their plight is more important than ours, and that's not how this works. If you want an ally, then you have to learn how to be an ally. And more of us as black women need to start standing up and saying that. Stop letting people bulldoze you and take over everything you fucking create for yourself.